Hey guys, my name is Bryson Sessions and you're listening to the Bed Project Podcast. This show is a little bit different than other shows out there, so if you want an in-depth understanding of what it's about, please listen to episode 292B. It'll give you all the details for the show and what to expect. So that being said, here is today's episode. Episode 312, Monday, August 26th, 7:37 p.m. Yo, I am not sure what to talk about. Let's go ahead and mute my phone real quick. Well, here's the thing. Today I felt like I feel like today was a much better day in terms of productivity for me, at least, because I just felt like I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I made progress in the right direction, and I'm proud of the progress that I made today. And objectively speaking, wasn't that much progress. I only wrote a paragraph or two in terms of total length of writing and organization and stuff like that. All I did was I pretty much just scheduled when things would happen in the program. So for example, every single day on day one, you have to upload your photos, for before and after photos. You have to upload your measurements. You have to commit and figure out what your mental toughness tasks are, which is what I'm calling MTTs. And that's the first day. And the second day, or the scheduled daily tasks are check-in form, the mental toughness tasks, and then the weigh-in. That's it, every single day. And then every week, once a week, you'll upload a photo for a progress photo. You'll do your measurements, and then you'll do a weekly check-in or recap with Google Forms. And then that's what I've kind of got for that. And then every 30 days, you will ideally you complete your mental toughness tasks, and you'll be graduated onto the second level, second tier, whatever you want to call it. And then you'll reevaluate those and go again. So that's every 30 days. And then we've got this thing that's a third-party quality check, which is third-party, somebody that's not me, calling the client saying, hey, I'm so-and-so with not the program. We just want to ask you a couple questions on pretty much how you're loving the program, what you like, what you don't like. This is to make sure that the program is doing everything that you signed up for, because that lets the client's guard down. It lets the client tell not me that I suck, which is much easier for people to do. So if that's the case, then I can get to the root cause of any issues that the client might be having. Hopefully none, but it's probably inevitable that no clients will have any problems. So if they can let their guard down and tell somebody else, and that somebody else being not some random ass company, like I could have anybody do it, but that's that. So that person, whoever that may be, would make a call to the client after the first 2 weeks. So after 2 weeks of in the program, they're going to give them a call, see how they're doing, make sure everything's all right, and then ask for a Google review. And if they won't do it, it's all good. So day 42, which is halfway there of the 3-month basic program right now, because that's all I'm going to offer. When I look at the price points, I'm not going to allow anybody in the program for $50 a month for a full year. That's a long time for me to be getting paid absolute dog shit for the amount of work that's being put out there. I'm not saying that I don't want to get paid, but $50 a month for the amount of effort and service and this for everything that this program will have. Not to mention, when it comes time to renew, in 1 year, the price is not going to be $50 a month. It's probably going to be closer to $200. So that just sounds like a mess. So just to get the reps in, to build confidence, I'm only doing the 3-month paid in full, I believe, to start. I don't think I'm going to do anything other than that. So hopefully we can get the program full sooner than later. But anyway, oh my heck, I just exited out. What's the shortcut to reopen closed? Tab back. What the fuck? I just closed the damn thing. Command Shift T. There we go. Got it back. We're good. So that's halfway. And then we have a third-party call, which is day 70, which is 2 weeks left. So, for this medium one, or the halfway one, medium, ask for a Google review if they still haven't, and No worries if they haven't, then it's fine. So day 70, 2 weeks left of the 12-week program. Ask for a Google review if they still haven't, as well as present renewal options. So this is when the third party person is going to have to do a little bit of work in terms of, hey, so we have your renewal options or this, that, and the other. If you stay in the program, it's this rate. If you don't, it's all good. We love you. So that would be that. And ask for a Google review if they still haven't. So day 84, which is the last day of the program, it would be just a, hey, congratulations, get feedback from the program, overall love and hate about it, and then ask for a Google review if they still haven't. And then if they haven't said they're going to renew or not, just mention it again and, go from there. So I'm inexperienced. I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. So this is going to be a learning experience for me for sure. So that's kind of the scheduling that I came up with for the third party quality check. And the reason why I chose those dates, and there's no real scientific reasoning, but the first 2 weeks, I want to get them being able to give me feedback immediately, because I want the first 2 weeks to be the best 2 weeks of the whole program. Or if I just want them to be so great that there's no problem. Because if the first 2 weeks are fantastic and there's no problems at all for the client, the chances of the rest of the program being that same way are probably really high. So the first 2 weeks, boom. Then we have halfway point, which is 4 weeks later. They have a call. So, hey, you're halfway there. Congrats. Good job. How are your results? Great. What do you like? What do you love? What do you hate? What do you not? Whatever. And then the last 2 weeks of the program. So it's just kind of a reminder and a way to get in there and say, hey, so you going to renew? And then we have the day 84, which the main purpose of that one is just for goodwill. Like, hey, good job. You have any feedback? Awesome. You kicked ass. We're thankful for you. You'll always be part of the team, whatever. But actually mean all that stuff. I said it very ingenuinely right there. So yeah. And then we have some survey feedback, and that's strictly for improving the program. So, and these, I don't know the dates. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. And these are just ideas. So we have day 3. So after they get onboarding going, they get everything set up. After the dust is set a little bit, day 3 survey feedback would be, how was onboarding? Was it simple? Was it easy? Was there any frustration? Was there anything that was unclear? Did you have any troubles? Like, what's going on? Day 10 is, how are the systems and processes in the program? Love or hate? Kind of like, how easy is it to check in? How hard is it to record a workout? What do you love about this? What do you hate about this? Is there any problems here? Just trying to get as much feedback as I can at certain parts of the program. So we have day 3, 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 83. And those days could change. I have no idea. There's no thought process. It's just kind of spacing it out. And in doing so, it's a random day. So it's not every Saturday or every Monday. It's just random days. So every 20 days, so if you want to think about it, it's one every different day of the week, every 7th day of the week. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not for certain on that, but anyway, then we have a day 20. So about 3 weeks into the program, resources feedback. So which resources do you use the most and which do you use the least? And that's important information for me as the coach or the trainer, because if I make all these guides and I think they're so valuable, but people aren't using them or they don't find it useful, I want to know why that is. I want to know why they think that, and I want to know what they would prefer instead so that I can use that information and make stuff better. Then we have day 40. Again, these numbers they don't mean anything. Day 40 is a desired guides, help, or tools, stuff like that. What would you like to see added into the program in the future? Is there some kind of guide or tool or conversion chart or a workout explanation or a workout video or stretching guide? Like, what do you need from me? Like, more strict guidelines or more strict check-ins? Like, what do you need? Day 60, would you refer this program to a friend? If they would, great. And then I'm going to ask for a referral. And then if they wouldn't, I'd like to know why. And there's no wrong answers. Hopefully they love the program, but if they don't, that's just an opportunity for me to learn and to get the program better. So if somebody hates the program on day 60, it's not good. That means they probably not liked it for quite some time, more than half, if not the entire program. And I don't want that to happen. Day 80, 4 days before cancellation or exiting the program. If renewing, what made you decide to stay? If exiting, what made you decide to leave? And again, no wrong answers necessarily, just using this information to better the program. Day 83, and this is meant to be more kind of fun. Wise words for the guy behind you. What would you say? And the idea with that is to get some people to say whatever they want to say and then use that as social media, marketing, branding, proof, whatever you want to call it. So that's what I did today. I also found out that I'm able to access the training software at work on my work computer, which is just another perk. Just another perk. It's awesome. It's great. So I was able to access that at work. And at work, in case you're new around here, I work at a Air Force base, and I work on F-35 canopies, which is the glass that covers the pilot when they're flying the jets. And in the whole work process and step by step of everything, there's a lot of downtime in the work and the day to day. So even though I do have work again, because I was out of work for 6 months, not jobless, but we just didn't have physical work to work on. So I went in there and sat on my thumb and then left. But there's a lot of downtime in the day to day of everything. And so I would say maybe 2-3 hours I can get out of the downtime to work on stuff if I were to dial down or dial in and focus on it, which is really difficult because everyone's trying to fucking talk to you and it's loud in there. It's not an ideal workplace at all as far as what I'm trying to do. So, but I can use the software there and that's incredible. So in the future, when let's say I have 15 clients, it'll be nice to be able to monitor and address anything on the spot while I'm at work. And I have my phone and it has service when I'm not in the shop. If I go outside, then I have service kind of, but when I'm in the shop, I will never have service. So don't worry. So anyway, that's really cool. I'm able to use the software in there. And again, I was just kind of going through everything, testing out the software, making sure it does what I need it to do and seeing if there's any red flags that need to be addressed. And it turns out so far, still good. And I want to say, I'll always bitch about software because I don't know why it's not great as hell. I don't know why they just don't get so much feedback and they make the greatest. I don't know why people don't do that. But the fact that I have to have a 30-day trial for this software because I want to see how it works, that means that they didn't do a good enough job explaining to me how it works. Like I have to make a dummy account, go in there and test everything to see how it works. Why not have everything explained in detail to me so that I don't have to do this? Make shit tons of videos, make shit tons of tutorials and step-by-step guides. That's what I'm all about, dude. I don't want to, it's like, how much time do I have? I've spent 11 days on the software, looking at it, testing everything out. And I still haven't tested every feature. So that's a testament to them. They have a lot of features, which is cool. But also, it's taken me 11 days to figure out how to use everything. Shouldn't be that way. Should never be that way. So in the future, when I have some software, shit's going to be pristine. Promise. You heard it here first. Episode 311. So yeah, that's what I worked on today. It feels good. I'm not beating myself up as much today, which is really nice. So I guess the key things that I need to finish before I could really have a client in here is finish the programming, put the programming into the software itself, and then make a couple videos on the nutrition side of things because that is the key to everything. Your abs are made in the kitchen. That's the saying. So it doesn't matter how hard you train, doesn't matter how much you sleep, how much water you drink. If you are not eating properly, or if you're eating too much, or if you're eating too little, you're not going to build muscle. You're going to look like a melted candle, and you're not going to look great. You're not going to feel great. So abs are made in the kitchen. Eat according to your goals. Work out hard, sleep well, drink your water, whatever. All the above, all plays into account. And yeah, eat right. So that's it. Feel pretty good about that. So I got to get the program up, or the training program up, the nutrition. I need to finalize the forms. I need to get the contract in place, which I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that. I'm no lawyer, and I don't really exactly know what the contract would entail. I mean, I can write a really basic one. Client will do this, 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 and this. Coach will do this, this, and this, and this. Client agrees to pay X amount of dollars for X amount of weeks, for a client to offer X amount of services for X amount of weeks, yada, yada, yada. So, and I'm not going to have ChatGPT help me with that. As far as writing a whole thing, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to do that. As far as helping with individual clauses, probably. But I don't know. I don't think it needs to be the most grand, most incredible thing right now. But it's one thing I need to do. But once those things are done, I could have somebody start the program. I absolutely could. So I'm still gunning for the end of the month because I have a 4-day weekend, which is crazy. I'm looking at my calendar right now. Let's pull it up. So I work tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday off, the 30th, the 31st, the 1st, and the 2nd. So 30 and 31st of August, 1st and 2nd of September, obviously, for Labor Day. So I have a 4-day weekend, which means I have a 4-day work week next week, which means that I have a 4-day work week the next week again. So cool, man, just cool shit. So I got hopefully a lot more time coming up. So the goal is still by the end of the month. It's not looking likely, but I'm going to push for it. I'm going to try to get as much as I can done. Yeah, that's that. So I don't know, maybe mid-September. I don't know what's better, I mean, I know what's better, but being rhetorical here. Setting a deadline, knowing setting a deadline, knowing that I'm not going to hit it, but getting it done sooner than I would have normally, or setting a deadline way later, getting it done on time, and then having that positive reinforcement that I set a deadline and met it. I think the first option is better, because if I get it done sooner than later, then that's always probably better. So I don't know, but that's pretty much all I want to talk about. So a little bit of momentum, or not momentum, a little bit of progress moving forward. Feels good. So we're gonna keep going. Also, I'm gonna share this real quick. So the whole, if you do not give up and you do not die, then you will eventually succeed. That I believe that 100%. But it came true in a very microscopic way. So with the whole training software thing, I never stopped looking for a software. I never quit on my efforts to try to find something or try to make it work. I didn't give up on anything. I just kept trying different software. I probably tried 10 different ones, free trial, got an account, made a dummy account, went in there and tried it out. And I just kept trying and trying and trying it. And I found this one. It's called Everfit. I don't know. Years ago, looked at it and I thought, oh, it's cool. I'm going to use the other one though. So I've known about this for a while. And then a month or so ago, I looked at it and I looked at what the features had. And I was like, dude, no, it doesn't have this, this, and that. Turns out I just had to give it a try. So because I didn't give up in my pursuit to find one of these things, I actually found one. And it turns out this might be a lot better than I anticipated and offers more than really what I thought I needed, because it has different things that I didn't know I needed. And they are at an affordable price. And yeah, I found them. So because I didn't quit, I didn't give up on trying to find a software, and I didn't settle for less, I found one. So kind of that example of, if you don't quit, you'll eventually succeed. There's that example at a very small level. So seeing stuff like that's cool. It's little mini proofs for me that I am on the right path. So anyway, that's all I got today. So appreciate you guys listening. I'll see you later. If you haven't already, please go check out episode 292B. It explains what this show is about in depth. If you are a new listener and want to know what the hell is going on, why I sound like shit, why it's not organized, why it's not professional, 292B explains it perfectly. So go give that episode a listen if you haven't already. Thank you so much for giving my stuff a try, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode.